Alright, so a little while ago, as you probably saw from my previous video, I broke my arm. And honestly, the pain sucked, and the healing time was supposed to be really long, at least a few months. But I didn't really want to be stuck in like immobility for months, so I actually started taking something that helped me to recover a lot faster. And I got a recommendation from my friend with this, but it is BPC 157. Now, this isn't medical advice. I'm just sharing my personal experience with BPC-157, a peptide that actually helped me a lot because a lot of people talk about this for recovery. And I'll walk with you what it is, how I took it, and what happened to my body in just a few weeks of taking it. So, BPC-157 stands for Body Protection Compound. It's a peptide that's made from a protein found in the stomach. And people have been using peptides for things like tendon injuries, ligament repair, and even gut issues. And I heard about it from my friend who swore by it in terms of speeding up their own healing process when they fractured their ankle. And I didn't plan on taking anything. My doctor didn't mention anything about peptides. In fact, they gave me a bunch of oxycodone to help with the pain. And I did not want to take that because I know how addictive those things, medications like that, can be. And the last thing I wanted to do was take something that isn't going to help me my pain, but just mask it. Um, but after a week of not really seeing much improvement with just, not really doing much except just resting. I started researching, and one of my friends told me about the BBC 157. I figured, you know what, might as well just see what happens. I actually did a lot of research on Reddit as well, and I saw nothing but good things about it, really. So, best case, I was like, you know what, why don't we just try it out? Now, I will say, before I even started taking this thing, I had some friends before in the past that took peptides before, and it can be a little bit jarring at first because you literally inject it through a needle into your belly fat. So that can turn off a lot of people, and that honestly turned me off at the beginning. But I figured, and after doing a lot of research, there wasn't much side effects with it, except some redness that may occur, which for me never happened. But so what I did was I ordered some needles and I ordered some the peptide, and I also ordered some like special water that you have to mix the peptides in. And I did about 250 milligrams mcg twice a day. Actually, it was once a day for about 3 weeks so far. The needle is tiny, and honestly, I barely feel it. Some people use oral versions, but honestly, I've read that the injections work a lot faster. So after about 5 to 7 days, the pain started to go down like a lot, like considerably. Now, mind you, I was also taking multivitamins with this as well. But I think the peptide honestly was a huge contributing factor to the pain just going down a lot. Like I used to have a lot of sharp pains in my cast for the first 2 weeks. And then once I started taking the peptides within like the first week, like the pain started to go down, my arm started to feel stronger. Like I could take, if someone were to hit my arm, I wouldn't feel it as much as opposed to before. Like it would be very sharp pain, and especially when I was going to sleep, it was very uncomfortable to actually even sleep because I couldn't put my arm in a good enough position where it wouldn't hurt as much. So yeah, as time went on, like I could feel like I was able to move my arm in ways that I couldn't have. Like for example, I couldn't extend my fingers all the way out without experiencing a lot of pain. And after the first week, I was able to do that after messing around, like doing like exercises like this as well. And then in addition, I wasn't able to fully extend my arm all the way out without feeling like a lot of pain. And by the first week, I was able to do that. I didn't have any side effects personally. Some people say they might get like, issues with like redness and digestive issues, but I didn't notice anything to be honest. So yeah, I mean, if you have a broken arm or if you have some type of injury, whether it's in your ligaments or something like that, um, I would do it. I would take BPC 157 again, but I would say do your own research. Talk to a professional. Don't expect it to be like some sort of magic pill. I'm just telling you what worked for me. In addition to the mobility exercises that I would do, just with my arm, and also taking multivitamins, which I think helped a lot with it. So if you've used BPC 157 before, or you're curious about it, drop a comment below. I'm happy to share more of what I learned and how I ended up coming across it in terms of buying it online and whatnot. But like I said, this is my experience. This isn't medical advice at all. Do this at your own risk. So yeah.